On a scale of 1 to 10.
10 being the highest? 7. But like an East Coast 7.
Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to East Coast 7s.
Yep. Episode 3.
Nope, episode 4.
Episode
I have no idea
4.
what we're doing. She has no idea what we're
I hope that each episode gets crazier than the next. I hope I just say more outlandish things each time we do this. It'll get us in trouble eventually, but
I don't know about trouble. I don't think we have much of a following. I don't think we could get in that much trouble with what we actually do. It would just be like trouble with the people that we know.
yeah, not like in the public eye.
No.
We're not there yet.
No. Yeah, that's if any time, that's very far off. But yeah, no, it's I mean, you can never guess with these things. It's like, I feel like people have been canceled who have had way less of a platform.
I don't think I've said anything worth being canceled over.
That's debatable.
Just talked about butts and turds too much.
Yeah, you definitely talk about butts and turds.
And I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen again in this episode.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that's like, I don't know.
I am not.
You just never have, you never know what you're going to get. Like this whole podcast is just like stupid things that we think about mixed in with some cool things that experiences that we've had.
And we're just having conversations. And if you think about it, when you're having a conversation like at home with your family, it eventually gets to something gross.
Well, I like from my own experience, and like my mind is constantly trying to connect things in ways that I can lead the conversation in a funny way, because all I'm trying to do is laugh. All I'm trying to do is have a good time.
Yep.
All I'm trying to do, and I'll borrow this from another well-known influencer, is have a silly goose time. Yep. And that's just
we're silly geese.
What I'm down for all the time, and that's what this is about. Yep. I think that we have a silly goose time together all the time, and I wanted to bring people in on that. And that's just to break up the mundane kind of like time of your day where you may be just doing like something normal, but you get to hang out with us for a little bit and just kind of peek into our minds, even if all we think about is turds and butts. That's just kind of what it is. But like, I just feel like today for me, I wish that happened, because I was listening to a very intense audiobook all day long. I was in my car just driving a lot, and so I was listening to a very serious audiobook, and I just thought, why am I doing this? Why am I not listening to silly goose time material? Yeah. It was just all over the place.
Turn that audiobook on, I feel like it's speaking a different language. Like
it pretty much is.
It's one big word after another. There's only so many big words you can have in one sentence.
Yeah.
You're like allowed one per sentence.
No, they were all, they're 100 in each sentence. No, and because I think that it's just up and down, like the book itself. Like sometimes it's funny because when you're not in the car, it says everything so clearly. And then as soon as you get in the car and it just accidentally starts playing whenever we start the car, it's just like, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a pretty good representation of my day. Today was just a roller coaster. It's like, it was so strange because like yesterday I got so excited because we went to bed very early. And I get very excited about that.
We love going to bed early.
I'm all about getting in the bed early, dude.
We love a good early nap that lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah. No, I'm talking, if I can go to bed at 9:30 and wake up at 6:37, that's a lot of time.
That's a very long time.
That's a lot of time, and I like that. And that's what happened. I went to bed early, and then I woke up a little bit early-ish.
Don't tell them when we woke up.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed.
It wasn't too late, but
because people take pride in the time that they wake up.
Yeah. That was.
I don't like that, but so I'm not gonna tell anybody when I woke up.
A lot of people already knew.
I'm not telling you.
Know that I did this. It was very funny. I would get people on the phone. I would call them, and they would answer. It didn't matter what time of the day it was, and I would just answer with, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you up?" And people immediately got mad.
Yep, if you haven't done that, you need to call someone who prides themselves on the time that they wake up. Call them at like 10 a.m. and be like, "Oh, sorry, did I wake you?"
Yeah, because
they'll go tilted real quick.
Immediately.
It's amazing.
For some reason,
they're like, no.
Yeah, people tether like
I've been up since 5.
Sleeping past 6 a.m. people tether that to like being lazy, and that's just like it's hilarious to just like poke fun at someone who you know that doesn't sleep past like 5. But yeah, no, it was a cool day though. Like outside of that, like because I woke up, it was strange because I had a lot to do, and then it was just slowly getting done in a weird way, which always throws me off because we're making a lot of really cool progress at the coffee shop. We're doing a lot of decorating on the inside, which is really, really neat. But with that comes buying a bunch of stuff that I wish I didn't have to buy.
Oh, yeah.
Like
spending lots of dollars.
Spending a ton of money on stuff that I didn't want to spend money on. Like, I'm all for spending a lot of money when it comes to food, when it comes to cool things. But like today, I had to spend way too much money on plastic wallboard to go in the kitchen of my coffee shop, and it was so much money, and there's no way around it.
Yep.
And it's just like, that to me felt like an adult type deal. I didn't feel like I needed to be there to do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not old enough to be making.
We don't feel old enough, but also we don't want to make those adult transactions.
No, I can't stand it. Like, spending money when you're older it's a 50-50 chance. You're either going to buy something that you really want to buy, or you're going to buy something that you have to buy, and you're an adult.
I feel like it's more of like a 75-25 or even less. I'm just constantly buying things I don't want to buy.
Well, that I spend more money than you.
Yeah, you're the spender and the saver.
Leisurely things,
so.
you know.
Leisure.
Yeah, there's like, it's like
so fancy.
on leisure and entertainment wear.
And entertainment wear.
Yeah. Wear for entertainment.
Okay.
Dresses and such.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but like you know, when you have to buy food, sometimes it's fun because you can buy food that you want to, and then on the other adulting side, you have to buy food that is actually going to give you some type of daily nutrition.
Yeah, we've been trying to do that.
Yeah, a little bit more. The salad we had tonight was really good.
Yeah.
We had a very fresh salad, and I put
goat cheese salad.
Yeah, and I put chicken on mine, chicken thigh, obviously, and it was very good. We've had a lot of really, really good dinners the last couple of nights, which has been nice to kind of end the day on a high note. When I've got to go and buy FRP board. And ruin the beginning or the middle of my day.
Yeah.
But I can end
thanks.
on a high note.
That's like buying tires.
Dude.
That is the worst purchase of my life. I hate no one likes buying tires. Buying tires is the actual worst.
That's the most adulting purchase you can make. I think buying tires is the most adulting purchase that you could make.
I'm like, I've been married for 5 years, but I'm pretty sure my parents are still supposed to buy these.
Yeah. Anything you do for your car, outside of gas is adulting. If you have to get an oil change or tires, or you crack your windshield, like
yeah, no, thank you.
I would rather set money on fire than do those things.
But like, I'm glad I'm married to you because I am not going to buy tires. I'm not going to rotate and balance them things. And you're the one who goes and gets the oil changed.
It was a little bit different when we were driving back and forth to Birmingham because I was having to do it a lot more often. And that's, I don't like doing those things, but I know you're not going to do them. So I obviously have to take the wheel on that.
But also every time I got new tires, I wrecked the car. So I'm like, you know what? Let's not get new tires anymore. We don't need that in our life. That's some bad juju.
Tires are just like... you'd never know, because that's the bad thing. So I got in the car accident once after I had just got new tires. No, maybe it was the time that you got and you wrecked my car.
Yeah.
We had just put new tires on it like a month before.
I wrecked my car. I wrecked your car.
She wrecks my car, and then I go to try and get the tires because we were gonna try and at least like sell the tires or something. And they're like, oh, the tires actually diminish the value of what you would get back on your insurance. And I was like, that sucks.
We should have snuck in and stealed them things at night, dude.
Stolen. Stolen is what you're looking for.
Stolen?
We should stealed. We should have stealed them things.
Well, that's how you say it when you say them things.
Yeah. Dude,
you're the better driver, though.
I was, yeah, but I mean, I was.
I admit that. I'm not like... not trying to admit that I'm not the best driver.
I have taken more driving classes than you have. I had
Yeah.
to at a point. Something that a lot of people don't know about me is whenever I was like, it was like
Fun
I
fact.
think I was 21 or 22. I drove a school bus for a little bit.
What?
Yeah, which is so stupid.
I feel
You need to be older than
if
that.
I walked onto a bus and you were the person sitting there, I'd be like, "What are you doing
Yeah.
here?"
Where's your mom?
Yeah.
Like, I know you're an adult, but where's your mom at? But yeah, that was one of the most wild times of all time. And the we can go. There's like an hour's worth of talking about this. But my favorite story about driving a school bus is during the class that I took. You have to take a school bus certification class, and during the class that I took, one of the things was, so you start off as a substitute and then you move into being an actual bus driver. Well, with being a substitute, you don't know the route that you're going to sub for unless you've done it before, or unless you go and you sit on the bus with
The
them
day
as-
before,
the
yeah.
day before. Which, think about that. Like, take a split second and think about being a grown adult driving to the school and sitting on the front seat of the bus with a child.
But also,
beside
you don't get paid to drive the route beforehand.
No, you don't get paid to sit on the bus.
So yeah,
Just
no.
literally riding the route.
So that you know it.
It's embarrassing. Absolutely one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done was because
You're sitting beside Charlie. He's picking his nose,
The
wiping it
bus
on your
is-
shoulder.
the bus is full. So there's kids, and there's no extra room on a bus, not where we are at least. And so I'm sitting by like a first grader, and he's like trying to talk to me, and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to figure out how to take you home tomorrow. Like, please be quiet. And I'm not joking. This is the part of the story that I think you need to hear. From where I'm from, I don't know if this is anywhere else, where I'm from, in the bus course, they told you if you were a substitute and you didn't know the route, and you hadn't had a chance to ride the bus on the route, you were literally supposed to ask the first person who got on the bus how to get to the next person.
You're supposed to ask a child
You're supposed
how
to
to drive around town.
ask a child, and on our buses it was elementary school to high school. So one of the routes that I drove, I didn't have time to ride the bus before I drove it, and the guy who I ended up taking a sub job for 2 weeks because he had broke his arm or his hand or something. And I asked him, like, hey, can I come ride the bus? He's like, I'm not driving right now. You just need to ask Susie or whatever her name was.
Ask little Sally.
She was in the first grade.
Yeah. That was
She-
what he was supposed to do. Ask a first grader where he's supposed to drive.
He's like, if you can pick up Susie, right down the road from Susie is little Johnny, and Johnny's been riding the bus for 7 years, so he knows exactly where to go. Just ask him. I'm like, dude, I think back to myself as that age. I'm not telling that bus driver how to get to school.
Also, I would not know. How
Oh.
are these kids actually paying attention to
No,
this?
I'm Lewis and Clark. I'm both of them. My direction is impeccable.
I know, but I am not
would
good
know
at it
how
to
to
this
get them to
day. Wouldn't have
school.
been good in first grade.
I would know how to get them to school, but I'm not gonna.
You're literally sub bus driving, and
Yeah.
little Susie's sitting beside you, and she's like, so you're going to the left here. So, my dad has diabetes,
Yeah.
and my
Literally, if you would just go up here and turn west, then we'll get my best friend Susie.
yesterday I had a tummy ache, but I really got through it, and my
Yeah.
mom was like super proud of me. Right here, turn right here.
Take a white right here. No, yeah.
What
And
is
I was
that?
so nervous the entire time because, like, I've driven vans with kids on them, but there's too many kids on a school bus. We're talking like 40 kids on a school bus. That's too many. Too many lives could be lost all at once.
Yep.
With one wrong move. It's wild. I did not feel like an adult enough to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There should be age limits on most things where you have to be at least, if there's an age limit on being the president, like, or an age restriction, you've got to be over like 35 or whatever.
Yeah.
There should be that on the school bus driver.
When my dad back in the day was in high school,
Yeah.
seniors were allowed to drive the school buses
Oh,
with
yeah.
actual children on them.
I remember them.
The seniors would take their smoke break and then go drive buses. Think about the people you were in high school with when they were seniors, and think about them driving the bus.
No chance.
That is chaos. That is hectic.
I just got added recently to my 10-year reunion Facebook page.
Oh,
I've never felt
dang.
so old in my life.
Real old.
And I was immediately like, no chance.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take time out of my day to go up there. And if you're watching this and you went to high school with me my senior year,
Sorry.
I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-mm.
There's just, I don't know, something about being an adult. You just never know what being an adult is going to mean from day to day. It means something different, like every single day.
You never know what latest thing you're going to get obsessed with that's like, oh, man, I'm old.
Yeah.
Like connecting our Google to the lights and all these things.
Everything.
We're like, Alexa, turn the lights on.
Yeah.
Can that Alexa do that?
In our day and age, it's definitely about what can I make Google or Alexa do for me.
Yeah. Now, that's really not like an old person thing, but it's going to be an old person thing in about, 10 years.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine tell me a story recently. He builds houses, and he legitimately, I'm not joking, he said that he, in this new house that he's building, this guy wanted everything connected, like every single thing. He had like specific fiber cables ran to his house. They weren't there before. They ran straight there. It's like spending all this money to get his house like completely connected.
He wanted like the smart house from that. Isn't the movie called Smart House?
Yeah, I think so. It's a Disney Channel movie.
Yeah. That movie crazy. That movie gave me nightmares.
Yeah, and we're here, baby. We're there. We can do it all now. But he said one of the craziest things that he got connected that he put in the house was a bathroom fan that had Alexa built into it.
What?
Like, where you like go in, it's the fan that you turn on, not because you want a fan, but because you want to create some noise so that whoever's around can't hear you pooping.
Well, or to get your poop fumes out of there. Told you I'd talk about poop this episode.
I think it's more, for me, it was always more about noise.
You were scared of someone hearing you plop. Bro, I am not scared. I am not scared of someone hearing me plop.
Not ready for that at all. Yeah, dude. As a elementary school and a middle school, maybe not elementary school, but middle and high school, dude, that was my worst fear. Is coming out of the bathroom like with my friends around, not my friends, but people at school, I guess, and going, just like looking around, and they're like all staring at me. They're like, "You just pooped."
No, I can't say that I haven't like been in the bathroom like at a store or something, and you're like waiting for someone to flush, and you hope for the love of God you can literally push all your poop out in the time of their flush so that like they don't hear you plop.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone's done it.
Yeah, either that or I just I'll wait for them to leave.
Yeah.
To walk out of the bathroom. My stomach's it'd be.
But like at this man's own home, why does he need to tell Alexa to turn the fan on? Like, turn the fan on before you walk in there.
Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it's like you are the worst at this. It seems like every.
I feel like I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like every 2 or 3 days, right before we go to bed, we'll use the bathroom so that we don't have to get up and pee. It's like something you have to worry about as an adult. You're trying to pee right before you go to bed so you don't wake up.
Yeah.
And you'll go in there, and all of a sudden I'm just like, why has she been in there so long? And it's because I didn't know beforehand that you had to go number 2.
You don't know that you're gonna go 2 when you go 1. When you go 1, you always go.
No. Sometimes, or what does he say? He says, every PeePee time is not PooPoo time, but every PooPoo time
is PeePee time. Well, I didn't know it was PeePee and PooPoo time. Sometimes I just don't know.
This guy had.
But I'll tell you what.
He had the Alexa built into his fan, and I just can't imagine. That's for people in your situation where you like sit down and you have no expectation that you're going to have to poop, so you don't turn the fan on, and then you.
Yes, and it's a dire situation.
Lo and behold, you gotta poop. So hey Alexa, spin that poopy fan.
Now don't act like you haven't also pooped in the bedroom bathroom, like our bedroom. Like you've done it too. And we could probably use an Alexa fan because I have been sleeping before. And I don't know if any of you married ladies have experienced this. I've literally been sleeping like and been awoken by how bad your poop stank.
No.
Yes, I have. I got to bed early and I was like, this is so nice. What? And then like my dream just started going real chaotic. I woke up. It's your poop fumes.
No.
Yes, I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
That's not true.
Anyway, so I guess I can see why someone may need that fan.
Good Lord.
We're just out here blasting each other.
God. Sorry. If you're listening to the podcast, just bear with us. Dude, my worst bit, the thing I hate the most about like Google Home or like Alexa is like sometimes they just don't work, and I would rather like it work 100% of the time than work sometimes and not the other times. When something is released to the public, it needs to work the way that it's designed.
Yes.
Don't like whenever Apple had the dictation on the voicemails.
Yet, that thing did not work.
When it was in beta, it was like 1 every 10 voicemail would transcribe for you.
Yeah.
And then it would just be like, I can't get it. Like, what do you mean? Can't get it? Same stuff came through, just words came through. I don't know what's happening. Or like even today, I went to the gas station to, I was going to get a pre-workout before I went to the gym. And I put it up on the counter. I used my Apple Pay like I always do at this gas station. Didn't work. I was like, okay, try it again. Didn't work. I was like, all right, let me walk out to the truck. I'll get my card. I inserted the chip. I didn't even try to do tap to pay with the card. I entered the chip. Didn't work. And I just look at them, and they're looking at me. Like, let's try this again. I've tried 3 different cards at this point. It's not me. You know, like, I got bags. You know what I mean? Like, I can afford 3 drinks because they were buy 2, get 1 free.
So I can afford this.
I can afford this. And they're looking at me, and I literally just like grab the drinks and go put them back in the cooler.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
I didn't buy them.
Because you didn't have a card. Oh, no, you had the card.
I used 3 different cards. None of them worked. I was like, this is your stuff.
Yeah.
Your stuff is broke.
Actually having to put the stuff back, that's
and
the
they
worst.
looked at me like I was the crazy one for walking out. I was like, I don't got time for this. I got to go buy a FRP board.
FRP board.
I have an FRP board. But just like, don't. Like when Apple Pay specifically gets on my nerves because you never know what store's going to have it.
All stores need to have it. For the love of God, it's Halo Walmart. Please get
Walmart is the biggest one.
Get Apple Pay. We need it.
Because when we went to London and Dublin, that was like all they
everything was Apple Pay. And I hadn't used Apple Pay a ton, but after going there, I was like, this is the best thing ever. Yeah, well, I feel like I'm always like slow getting to the newest thing.
I'm using it as much as possible, and it was incredible out there having like it was.
You never had to go to a cash register. Like if you were at a restaurant and you were eating, they would come to your table with Apple Pay.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice. And then like we came the day we flew back, we flew into Dallas to the Dallas airport. And I walked up to get some food and try to use Apple Pay. And she's like, oh, we don't do that here.
Step it up.
What are you doing? America. Get it together. We should be first at everything. We should have Apple Pay for everything.
Yeah. Now, one thing with the UK, though, that I was like, okay, America has the upper hand on you is snacks. When we were trying to go get snacks places, like we had the places that we wanted to eat, but you know, you always want a little snacky snack, gas station, whatever.
Right.
Terrible snacks. I don't know. Horrible. Yeah. Like we have Haribo. Is it Haribo? Haribo.
I don't think it's Haribo.
With Haribo. Haribo gummy bears.
Yeah.
We're going to say Haribo.
It's not Haribo.
Anyway,
I think it's Haribo.
They have that brand there as well, but all of their gummy candies, they had no good gummy candies. They were all disgusting. Yeah. And you know how when you were little, you would get gummy candies that were like pizzas and eggs and bacon. That was like their adult snacks.
Yeah.
That was for adults. They're not good.
No, and the first time we experienced it was when we went to see The Lion King on the West End.
The West End.
Yeah, it's like, and they had snacks, and so, plays are long, so we wanted to get a snack, and we got this little cup of gummies, and I pulled out a fried egg gummy or a sunny side up gummy, and I thought, what is this? And it was just a gummy. It didn't taste like, I thought it was going to taste like egg, and it didn't.
Yeah.
Which thankfully, but step your snack game up.
Mm-hmm.
The Kit Kat bar that we had there,
It was
yeah,
weird.
chocolate is awful.
Because you know how
there.
sometimes, like, in other
Not the
countries,
regular
they'll do,
candy stuff.
people in other countries, they'll do TikToks that are like, look at the ingredient list. It's so much less than America's. I'm like, bump my ingredient
Yeah.
list up because your Kit Kat tasted like trash.
Yeah.
And they only had one flavor of any kind of brand of chip. If it's like a Dorito, it's just regular. Lay's, it's just regular. Like, and nothing like hot fries. Hot fries are my favorite snack.
Yeah.
And hot fries are so good. Or like, the sweet and spicy Doritos,
Yeah, sweet chili.
sweet chili. They had nothing like that. America knows how to do chips and snacks.
Oh, yeah. Because that's like one of my biggest like weaknesses is like I will eat an entire bag of chips with no problem. I do want to give a shout out to Lindsay and Chaz. So after they watched our episode from last week, they did bring me a whole box of graham crackers, and I'm about halfway through it already.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was a win.
I have a shout out.
Let's hear it.
Shout out to Dot. Dot's Pretzels.
Dots pretzels.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Because we're talking about snacks. They're amazing. What are you saying? What?
I just thought I was like,
No, I just wanted to shout out Dot. We'd marry that lady.
yeah, Dots pretzels are super nice, like incredible.
Yeah. Dot's Pretzels.
Honey mustard ones.
Oh, yes.
I think the Southwest ones are okay.
Or like if you think about Buc-ee's, the gas station, and how like it's just full of snacks. The UK is literally just like, wah, wah.
Yeah, it feels like to me America is like a big Buc-ee's. And
America is one big Buc-ee's,
and
yes.
the UK was like a Family Dollar
Yeah.
or like a
They-
Dollar Tree.
UK,
Like, they've got
great
some
great
things.
restaurants. The restaurants, everything.
As far as snacks are concerned, obviously.
Yeah. But snacks, terrible.
Yeah.
And really just weird.
Yeah.
You just like couldn't find anything. I'm like, y'all don't like snacks?
Yeah. Well, speaking of weird, this was a weird episode, but
Yep.
I'm
But we keep it weird.
yeah, we keep it
Keep it weird.
Keep it weird. Hashtag keep it weird. That's definitely somebody else's. I don't know who
Yeah, I
it
feel
is,
like someone's done that
but it's not
before.
ours. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking us out. We hope that you have a fantastic week. Have a laugh.
Have a laugh.
Enjoy a snack in the US. If you're
Yes.
in the UK, order some from somewhere else. And we will talk to you
Yeah.
guys next week. Peace.
See you next time.